All right, hi guys. I have not had time to film anything this week because I have 3 jobs. I went from having one kind of job to having 3 kind of jobs. That explanation is for another video. So anyway, I haven't had a lot of time. I've barely had time to read this week, and I really did want to do a video of me reading Legendary because I read Caraval during my Halloween reading videos. Now, I don't even know if I'm halfway through. There's still time. I could start recording that later, but I wanted to have something to go up this week. So I thought about doing a haul video, which I don't record a lot of. I don't typically watch those videos, so I just don't film them either. It's also been a really long time since I've bought like mass amounts of books, but I had several pre-orders come in, and I started working at Barnes again, seasonally, but still there. So I'd been saving stuff up and then buying it, and it's all still sitting here. So I figured I'm going to do a quick little haul because I have a lot. So we are going to do that for this week's video. I think the only thing I'm not going to include in this video is I got a couple art copies of books from work, but I might save those for like a different one. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I got is I saw this calendar. This is so dangerous. Working at Barnes & Noble is so dangerous. Especially, I've only been there for like a week or two, and that first like couple weeks where you're seeing everything is dangerous. And so I also hadn't been to Barnes in a while because I knew I'd be going back, so I saved up what I wanted. But I went ahead and got a calendar for next year, and this is like a fun little cat calendar. Are we surprised? We shouldn't be. All right, and then I got myself another little thing of bookmarks. My battery. Yeah, you tell him. Stretch. Okay, I'm gonna charge the battery and I'll come back. We're pausing after the first 2 items. BRB. All right, it is hours later. I have work in the morning and I'm exhausted. It is 1 a.m. Okay, so we're gonna try to speed run this a little bit. So I got my calendar and my bookmarks. I also got this little pop socket. Never been a pop socket person, but I finally put one on my Kindle, so I wanted to get a second one. And it says World Domination. And it's a little black cat, of course. And then I got these bookmarks. And then I had this planner, but with a slightly different cover last year. And then this is just the new version for 2026. So this is what I got to be my planner for the year. And then I ended up getting Good Spirits by B.K. Borison because this is a book club pick in Violet's Discord for December, I think. And I didn't think I was going to participate, but I figured I might. So I picked it up, and it has cute little sprayed edges. And I wasn't going to pick it up initially because I feel like the description is not something I think I would reach for, especially for a Christmas book. But I decided to reach for it for that exact reason, because what if I want to read several Christmassy books, but I feel like this one will be a bit different. And then I bought Baby Dragon Cafe. It's the sequel to, I think it's just Baby Dragon Bakery. Haven't read it, but it's so cute. So I wanted to get this one. I'm pretty sure my mom got me the first book from, she was on a trip. I can't remember where she was, like maybe Rhode Island or something, but I just think these are going to be really cute. So I just wanted to get the second one. And you're going to sense the theme here. Here's the second book in the Striker series, or what's it actually called? I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is The Striker. And I got this one because I wanted to get it while it had the art piece in it. I haven't read the first one either. I'm really excited to. The problem with me is I heard that the guy from the first book makes appearances throughout the Twisted Love series. So in my mind, I have to read that first and then this series. And then I was shelving one day and these were new releases. And I ended up reading the back of it because I just got curious and decided to pick it up. It's as simple as that. And it has to do with like demons. I don't know. That's like my thing this year, I guess. I've read several books with demons. And then again, stalking, and I saw this book while I was going. And it has really pretty sprayed edges and stuff. And of course the art on the inside. Oh, I didn't even see this part. There's like a whole cute. Anyway, also excited for this one, but just to be fair, it was just so pretty. That was like my first haul from Barnes & Noble, like my first week working back. I guess we'll just start with We can start with what I got from work last week, and then we're going to go into some book mail and pre-orders that I got. The first one was supposed to be a pre-order from 2 different places and I never got. It is a special edition Oro and Grimm book from the Lightlark series. And I also got the special edition of Nightbane. I have the first book that looks like this. I also have, guys, don't be upset, I haven't read this yet. Do you know how many versions of Lightlark that I have? Because they were sent to me in like a subscription box or I bought them. I didn't know. So I'm really hoping I like the series. In fact, I hope I'm obsessed with it and I've just gotten ahead on collecting. Actually, I'm kind of like, while I'm here, should I open it up and look at it? I'm gonna be so tired for work tomorrow. Let's see. What do you look like? What do you look like? Ooh, it's so pretty. Whoa, that's so cool. Obviously, this is just the little box it comes in. Ooh. I mean, look at it. It's insane. Oh, and it does that thing where the first half of the book is told one way and then you have to flip it over to read the next one. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, now let's open this one. I am so excited to go to sleep tonight, but I know that it's not going to be enough. Because last night I also did not get enough sleep. But there's also art in this book that is really insane. Hello? Anyway. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I love this series. And then here's the map, just printed on the front cover. Where's the, oh, here, it's in the back. There's like several pages of art in the back. This is the one that made me buy it because it's on the back cover. And there's Oro and Grimm. There's her between them. Listen, I don't want to say that I'm partial, but like, type. I'm not a blonde. And I mean, come on. Hello? Moving on. I also, if you watch any of my videos, you know how obsessed I was with this book. Well, I want my mom to, oh, it smells good. Okay, I wanted my mom to read this book and I was just going to give her my copy, but my mom has a ton of bookshelves in her house, like they're built in, but she doesn't read. And so I want to let her borrow my books, but I also think it's cute. She has so much bookshelves, but like not really that many books. And she's getting into reading. And I thought how cute it'd be for her to start collecting. And she does not care about this. This is fully my idea. But for her to have her own like collections. And also just because I loved this book for so many reasons. And I think she will enjoy it. And so I thought it'd be cute to get her own copy and like write her a little note in the front. This one's also shiny where mine wasn't. But yeah, I just wanted her to have her own copy. And then this was like a last minute impulse one. So I had heard so many things about this book. I was just going to read it on my Kindle and then it started to be printed and in stores and easily accessible. So then I was going to buy it. But then the first editions that came out had those stark white pages. I can't read that. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. So then I saw a table at work for the 4th book that came out. And I was like, oh, this book looks really cool. And then I realized it was the 4th book in the series. And I had wanted to read this anyway. So then I saw that we had these, grabbed one. I know what you're thinking, Allie, you're getting so many books. This book was $10 for me. Okay. And they're all like huge. So I am really excited about this. When I feel like I want to dig my teeth into a new series, this is going to be up there on the list for me. I think it's more like modern, like urban fantasy, because I'm pretty sure they had like a truck. I'm pretty sure I flipped through and they said they were driving a truck. If I'm wrong, then it was a different book. However, I am very excited to read this. All right, the next book was another book that I had seen around on the internet, but I thought it was like a special order thing. And then we ended up having them in store. And this is really weird to the point where I think it's so weird that it's the exact reason I bought it. But I plan on doing some Christmas reading videos. I'm going to do videos throughout Christmas anyway, but like, I don't know if I'm going to read that many holiday books. It really just depends on how I feel when I get there. But this is an advent calendar book. So you open up each chapter like you would an advent calendar. And that's so odd to me that I felt like it would be such a fun video to do. Like, what if I make 4 videos throughout the holiday season? Like for each week of December. And in every video, this is something that I also read as well as another book. So it's just a very interesting concept and I'm kind of excited by it. And then the last book that I got from Barnes this week, The Little Ghost Quilt's Winter Surprise. I like the original little ghost quilt book, and I read it like every year at Halloween. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get this one, because like I like the picture books that I have, and most of them are Halloween centered, but a lot of them are series that have more editions, and I love the idea of incorporating a little ghost into other holidays and stuff. I'm yapping, I'm out of breath, and I'm tired. I'm so sorry. So that is it for the books from Barnes, but I did grab, if you know me, you know I have a couple like weaknesses, right? One of those is going to be anything with cats. So I got a cat face mask, so my cats know I'm their mama. And then I got this cute little matchbox that is cats. I'm really excited about this. I kind of collect these like little weird stuffed animals and keep them in my car, so I got this cute little scarecrow guy. What's his name? It has his name on it. I thought it was like really cute. Cornelius. He's so cute. And then I actually got this for my girls because I think they'll play with it and they'll like it, but it's this little black cat with a candy corn. So cute. And before you think I went crazy, please remember that I have an employee discount. Okay, and this next one I am so excited about. So the first time I worked at Barnes, I saw this little guy and I wanted him so bad. And then I told myself not to do it, and so I didn't. And then this is my third time working at Barnes. Keep that in mind. So I went back today. Maybe it wasn't my first time. Maybe it was the second time I worked there, but it was at least a year ago that I saw this guy. Is it the exact same one? I'm not positive, but I think so. So the other day I had an order that I had to fill out that was for a little stuffed animal, which is another reason why I found these two guys. I got all three of these in the same day. And then I saw this little guy that I had seen over a year ago, and he was still there, hidden in the middle of a kid's stuffed animal display. And I've always liked him. He's just this cute little manatee. I've always wanted him since I've seen him. So I finally bought him. And I'm so happy. I can't explain it. He's just so cute. And I don't know what to name him yet. I love him. He's so cute. I was so excited. This is going on my bed. What about Marvin? Marvin the manatee? Cute or too on the nose? Okay, now we're gonna get into some pre-orders that I've had for a while. So if you watched my fall videos, you know that I read fall books, and one of the first books I read was Fall I Want? Yeah, that's what it was called. They all have similar names. And I read the first two books in the Cozy Creek series, and the third book happened to come out in the same style as the first one. The second book's not like that, or any of the other books. The first and the third one are the same cover design. I ended up buying the third one, like pre-ordered the first week of those fall videos or something, and then it didn't come out until the 28th, so I waited all October to finally get it. And it's very short, and it has sprayed edges. And look at the cat. And then there's another cat. But it's very small. So I might try to read this before November. I mean, and look at that. Oh my gosh, I could read this in like a day. I might try to read this before November is over, but I do like Cozy Creek and I'm excited to go back to it. It's that point in the video where I'm out of breath because I've been talking so fast, and I know that when I edit this, I'm gonna be like, Allie, why do you talk like that? I really should have brought a knife over here. This is another order that I had, and it was a pretty sprayed edge. Unfortunately, it was already sent to me and completely water damaged, and it was like, the book was water damaged, but the paper surrounding the book for protection was completely dry. So that means they put it in there like that. And so I have to return it. And if you know me, I don't return things. It stresses me out. And sometimes I'll even go out of my way to pick up the like damaged version of something because I think, well, no one else is going to get it. I might as well get it. So it's like, fine. Because I think inanimate objects have feelings. I ended up, because I was like, okay, if I put a water damaged book on my bookshelf that is holding moisture, it could really like destroy my other books. So this should be the replacement to it. Ah, yes, not destroyed. Wonderful. Okay, Love's a Witch, and it's a witchy book. It's in Scotland. Beautiful sprayed edges. And you can actually see the design now. When I'm telling you the book I got was this thick, I still have it, but I'm not going to show it. That's mean to the book. But this is about a girl who goes back to her hometown, and the love interest is the mayor, and she's turning 25 and about to come into her magic. So I think that'll also be interesting because she's already an adult, but is just now getting magic. So I find this very interesting. So very excited about this one as well. I'm saving this one for last. And I got my book of the month. So I ended up getting 2 books this month from book of the month. I got Violet Thistlethwaite is Not a Villain Anymore. It just sounded very interesting. Every thorn has its rose. But the cover was very intriguing. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, look, it's even on the back. That's so cute. I'm always curious what the books look like. Because they always pick 2 colors, and I'm always curious what the color theme is. This one makes sense. So that is my first book of the month. Of course, my little bookmark. And then An Academic Affair. I think this is a workplace romance, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they've always been academic rivals for like 15 years. And then they end up, I think, fighting over the same position that opens up. I think it's a teaching position that opens up. But then the university offers partner hire, so they end up teaming up to both get hired. Ooh, what is the color? Cute. All right, I've actually only been able to read one of the book of the months I've received so far, but I'm really excited because I feel like so many of them, like I want to read all of them obviously, but a couple of them have been like eyeballing me and they're pretty high on my list. And for this last one, I have been waiting a year. I ordered this last November. If you know me, you know how obsessed with Zodiac Academy I am. Okay. So the sisters, the Zodiac Academy is written by 2 sisters, have their own publishing company that have been releasing their own special editions of the book. And either you could buy all of them at once for a discounted price of $780, or you could buy them one at a time over the course of 2 years. So that's what I've been doing. And this one is just the novella. I already have the first book and I've already ordered the first like 4 or 5 books. But with everything happening with just shipping and transport internationally in and out of this country, and I guess more countries as well, but I know for a fact everybody in America that ordered these books really had to wait a long time for these. I think we were about 4 or 5 months behind other people. Maybe not quite that much, but a bit. I ordered this last November. It is November now, and I've just now gotten it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Again, this is just a novella, so this one is a very, very small. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so this is, oh, I forgot there's art in it. Okay. This is Clara Orion. Again, super tiny, and all the sprite edges are going to line up and make a scene, but you can see how small it is, right? Oh, she's so hot. Like, can I look like that? And then that is the back. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Even like the, ooh. And then the inside is just a poster version of the cover. The inside is Lance playing pitball. Oh my gosh! And then it's Darius and Lance at the back. Should we take a peek at the artwork inside? That's the other cool thing about these special editions is they're also autographed, which I have books from them that are autographed already. But there's also artwork throughout. Like it comes with dust jacket, autograph, and like inside art that they do, and the art is really good. Like, and I think they all come with these colorful maps. Oh my gosh, here's Lance writing. This is so weird. Lance writing Darius. I almost called him Zayden. Like, I've been looking at Fourth Wing stuff all day, okay? I'm actually surprised there's that much artwork in this little novella. Interesting. This is just for my notes. I can't wait for my other books to come in that I've already ordered. Oh, maybe there's only three pictures in here. I've been really wanting to read Zodiac, like pick back up with it, but I paused because I didn't read Ruthless Boys before or at the suggested time. I'm reading it when I really shouldn't because I already know some stuff. But I really want to get back into Zodiac again. Anyway, I've been waiting a year for this. Oh, I also bought it's not here yet. It was supposed to be here today. or today was the last day on like the estimated when it would be here. I got these Caraval bookmarks, or bookmark, I should say, and I'm just waiting for it. All right, I think that is most of the books that I've gotten recently. Like I said, I got a couple like advanced copies of stuff. Yeah, and I've been recording for 25 minutes. That's gonna be a nightmare to edit. But I wanted to do a little haul because I didn't have that much time to read this week, but I had so much that I kind of wanted to show you. So instead of taking up time in another video, I figured I would just do this now. And I would say we have quite the haul. We will see you when we pick back up with reading videos. Say bye, Marvin. What do they sound like? I don't know. I don't want to offend the manatee community.